नहीं हूँ मैं लुंगी डालता उसमें.
Take up a legend like Amitabh Bachchan. He was an angry young man, action hero.
Correct.
Never had a sculpted body. I think personality and your body language and your acting performance is what reigns at the end of the day.
How much ever far I'll go in my career, I would still want it to be more, because as an actor, this is your earning, right? Acceptance is your earning.
Now it's for India to see what Kolkata has to offer.
So right now I'm in the presence of a team that has brought something, I would say, revolutionary in the term of OTT content on Indian web space. And I say revolutionary because the director has brought together two of the biggest names of the Bengali film industry, and he has amalgamated them. I don't know why I'm using the word today so much, amalgamated, but yeah, he has amalgamated that with some of the most renowned and fresh talent that our Hindi industry has to offer. The blend of it all is a marvel to look at, and the reviews that have been pouring in, they are a testimony to that. I'm very excited as I'm joined by Debatma, Ritwik and Aadil. So firstly, all of you, welcome to HT
Thank
City.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Debatma, I will start with you. This is a big feat to kind of bring Jeet and Prosenjit together, and someone who it's just 2 years for me getting to know about Bengali cinema, but for people who know that, for them it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal for me, so I'm sure for them it is. For you, how scared were you to kind of take this first step and kind of, I know the excitement level too much, but was there a little bit of fear as well, like bringing these two stalwarts together for the first time?
Firstly, I think for bringing the two legends that Bumbada and Jeeta are, I think Neeraj ji was very important. Neeraj ji's name should be very important in this setup, because I think he was the one we were discussing continuously who to cast, and I think obviously because he's the creator of the show, there was a vision to it, and that is how, while the writing was happening, Bumbada and Jeeta's name came in, and then they came in as well. Apart from that, as a maker of the show, there is always a little scare when you get on board and you think the stalwarts of the industry, whether I'll be able to put that vision through, and whether there is always a scare to call cut even. कि as directors it is our jobs though. Correct. But वो होता ही है कि if you stop Bumbada, how do you stop Bumbada and say कि दादा थोड़ा और करते हैं, कुछ और करते हैं. तो पहले थोड़ा initially we were a little scared, but when I met them, I think Bumbada, Jeet, everybody, every actor that we've had on board, the amount of comfort that they've put us through, I mean, as directors also, like the comfort they've given us. The greatest thing is they never came on with a baggage at all. It did not feel like they were superstars on set. वो होना भी चाहिए था, and वो हुआ. I can't believe it. मतलब अभी भी it's a pinch me moment कि every actor that has come on set has come like a clean slate. Bumbada felt like a young boy who's come कि अब क्या करना है, अब कैसे करना है, आगे बढ़ना. The amount of excitement he has on set, it feels, you feel a little scared कि यार ये क्या, ये हो क्या रहा है कि Bumbada ऐसा, but he's such a sweetheart. Jeeta is amazing. Jeeta came on set and he surrendered. Every actor they've come on set and is like, this is the Bengal chapter is happening. We want to give 100% to the Bengal chapter. We all wanted to. And not only the actors, I mean the technicians, right from your production design to your costumes to your sound to your edit to everybody. I think nobody on set brought any ego, any baggage, and that is why it felt like a picnic on a daily basis. वो होता है ना स्कूल के एंड में आपको ऐसा लगता है कि यार खत्म होने वाला है, वो आज जाऊंगा, कुछ नहीं होता था स्कूल में, बट आप जाते थे. तो वैसा होता था कि towards, मतलब once we were going on set, it always felt like a new day, new things, new games to play today. Which is such an important thing, and it's purely God's blessings and my good fortune that I've been able to work with such great talents, to work with Neeraj ji, to work with a company like Friday Filmworks. that this has been possible, and that is the straightforward answer to it. Ki there was a little scare in the start, but there isn't any. I mean, it just felt like
Once the camera rolls, everyone is in their job.
even if it wasn't rolling, even if it wasn't rolling, even if we weren't on set, it always felt like a family.
Yeah.
And it still feels. I'm pretty sure from the other room, you must have gotten that vibration as well.
Yeah.
कि we've all gelled. There was never malice between actors also. You know, वो मैं बोलता ही रहता हूँ कि there is हमेशा वो बोलते हैं ना ये scene में ये खा गया वो खा गया. कोई किसी को सब एक दूसरे को खिलाए.
Correct.
Which is such a great thing. I think it is such a unique thing that has happened. For me also, this is almost like a very unique thing that has happened to me for the first time. Ki when you are on set, every actor is trying to get the other actor out कि यार ऐसे करेंगे तो कुछ अच्छा बनेगा सीन का. कभी ऐसा नहीं था कि मैं करूँगा तो फाड़ के निकलूँगा. वो मैं में था ही नहीं. We were all a we. So I think that is what has transpired into the Bengal chapter, and I think now the audience would say.
Yeah, and they are saying it already. I have to say, like, you have this persona of this goody boy next door type, but with roles like these, and I was checking your filmography, a lot of it I've seen also, there's always a depth and intensity and layering that you always get in your characters.
Right.
Somewhere, do you feel like it helps you kind of connect to the audience more because the persona that people have of you in real life is somewhere differs from what you are actually getting to portray on screen, because you are getting to be somewhere a part of this nexus of a criminal and political world like in this show. Somewhere it also helps you as an actor as well as an artist to connect with the audience.
Well, I think I agree. I think you're right to quite an extent. It does help me to connect with the audiences when I get different avenues of exploring myself as an actor. जैसे मुझे ऐसा लगता है, this is just a commentary on how we are as people in the society, not just the film industry or anything, कि हमें जब कुछ समझ में नहीं आता ना, वो हमारा full attention ले लेता है. You really have my attention if I don't understand it, or it's unique to me, or it's something novel to me. So what I've not consciously, but I've been blessed to have in my career path so far is the fact that the moment people start having an archetype about who Ritwik is, it changes in the next project, and then it changes in the next project. And I really think that is helping me get the love from the audiences that I'm getting so far. Because जिस दिन मैं समझ में आ गया, उस दिन मैं एक button बन जाऊँगा. For example, let me explain that to you. I feel like every actor in the film industry is a button on the remote on the television, right? कि अगर मुझे इस तरीके का चीज़ देखना होता है तो मैं 7 नंबर पे जाऊँगा, या उस तरीके का चीज़ देखना होता है तो मैं 8 नंबर पे जाऊँगा. So every actor is a signature. मुझे रोमांस देखना है तो मैं खान साहब को देखूँगा, एक्शन देखना है तो ये देखूँगा, वो देखना है तो वो देखूँगा, कॉमेडी देखना है तो अक्षय सर को देखूँगा. Everybody becomes a button after a point, and that is destined. That happens, and it will happen to every actor. I'm sure after a point मैं भी लोगों को समझ में आ जाऊँगा और मैं एक बटन बन जाऊँगा. But जब तक वो नहीं होता, चाहे वो 5 साल हो, 10 साल हो, जितना भी ब्रैकेट मुझे मिलता है अपने आप को एक्सप्लोर करने का, I'm going to juice it to the fullest. Because after that, even I'm looking forward to becoming a button, which in turn is also called stardom, right? Like you become a star, you represent a narrative. This is who you are, and this is what you stand for, and this is the kind of films you do. You become an image. I would glad to be an image for people. I would glad to be in everybody's home. I would glad to be that accessible to everybody. But until that happens, I really want to juice out being an actor. And I'm glad for people like Debatma da, Tushar da, Neeraj sir, Sheetal sir, who are giving me parts like Shagur in Khakee, the Bengal Chapter. Because for a creator to break the notion of what they have seen an actor do and offer him something completely, radically different, and have the trust that he'll pull it off, I think that's a blessing, man. Every actor prays and hopes and dreams that a creator would look at them in that manner, and they have done that for me. So thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm happy we are getting to see all these sides. So I'm very happy about
you.
that. Okay. So Aadil, for you, I have to say, like, with Shikara, there was this demure man that you played. Then with Shurvi, there was this poised, elegant figure, official, uniformed officer you play. And now this rogue man. Like, so much different sides of you getting to show all of that. How do you feel like, while you are getting to show this versatility as an actor, is getting received as well? Do you feel that?
I mean, see, I was launched in 2020 when the film Shikara came out. And after that, and the film came out in the month of February. March, the entire world went in a lockdown. So no work was happening for a very long time. Thankfully, then after 2 years of being out of sight and out of mind, I got Special Ops 1.5. And that kind of revived my career in a way. And that was again a Neeraj Pandey show. So thank you, Neeraj sir. And after that, it's going upwards only. I'm very happy with the kind of parts that I'm playing. And this is generally what, you said Shikara was somebody else, Shurveer was somebody else, here I'm something else. This is something that generally actors want, कि ऐसा मिल जाए कि वो टाइप कास्ट नहीं हो जाए, एक तरीके के रोल्स प्ले नहीं करें, उनको versatile opportunities मिलें. For me, I believe it's my mother's blessing who's sitting up there. कि automatically ऐसा हो रहा है कि I'm being challenged as an actor in the parts that I'm getting, in the projects that I'm getting. The hunger of that being appreciated and accepted by a crowd and a larger crowd would never end. How much ever far I'll go in my career, I would still want it to be more, because as an actor, this is your earning, right? Acceptance is your earning, and there's no end to it. So I would want that to keep growing. And because I know that I'm in a journey, so how much ever I've gotten in the past has not disappointed me, and how much ever I'm getting right now and will be getting in the future is something that I'm grateful for. So I'm just happy, in a happy space.
Ritwik, I was reading somewhere that, correct me if it's wrong, because it's an internet information, it can be wrong, that you were a background dancer on
Lungi dance, nahi, it's wrong.
No, it's wrong. Let us clarify it is wrong.
But I've been a professional dancer. I've worked with Shamak's company for very, very long, like good 6 years. I've trained with him. I've worked with him. I've done a lot of stage shows. I've done a lot of classes. I've taught in his school also. But I'm not a part of lungi dance.
Okay.
Actually, that's what it says.
Yeah. कह रहे कि मैं lungi dance में नहीं हूँ, मैं lungi dance में.
But Ritwik, I have to say, like, you don't fit into that up until a few years ago, the quintessential leading men image that we had, that sculpted physique, the six-pack abs and everything that had to go with it. For you to navigate through it and still get your breakthrough in Bandish Bandits and then keep getting work after that, how difficult has it been to navigate it through without fitting into that mold that somewhere people had classified leading man to be in?
I will have to give that complete credit to the makers of all of these projects, starting from Anand and Amrit, who made the musical that I was a part of. They fully put in the trust कि यार फर्क नहीं पड़ता Instagram following क्या है, फर्क नहीं पड़ता बंदा, as you said, stereotype main leading man दिखता है कि नहीं, does he fit the part? That's it. And all the makers who've cast me in the projects, including Debatma Mandal and Neeraj and everybody who made Khakee, I'm assuming that they have cast me in it simply because I fit the part. I don't think. Did you ever check my Instagram account before casting?
No, not really.
See, exactly.
Have you checked now?
Did you check now? So it's makers like them who don't care. All they care about is what is right for the project. And if I fit into the project, then I do it. And thank God, so far I've been navigating well. And so far that I've been meeting makers who don't care about anything else but do you fit the part.
Okay.
But I'll just add on to what Ritwik is saying. When you were talking about the sculpted figure and the six-pack abs, go to his Instagram profile now and check what he has done.
And also I think take up a legend like Amitabh Bachchan. He was an angry young man, action hero. Never had a sculpted body. I think personality and your body language and your acting performance is what reigns at the end of the day.
But that era was also different. Correct. I would say in the last decade or so, we had made this kind of halabaluki that this is what you are supposed to be like. And that is somewhere people started getting succumbed to it. But for a good point that you mentioned, like that Instagram following thing, somewhere do you, as young actors, this goes to both of you, do you feel your artistic capabilities become a secondary point to how you are showing yourself and how many followers you have on social media, what's your presence there like? In a lot of audition rooms, that takes priority instead of your artistic capabilities, and how do you navigate through it? Because I have spoken to a lot of people who have kind of faced that. Have you guys ever?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of exists, though it should be the other way around. This should be the byproduct of what's happening in social media and everything. And but I think that now it is calming down a little. I mean, we have always had makers like Neeraj sir who would not care about it. Okay? Like what Ritwik also rightly said, that he'd want to see, makers would want to see whether the actor is fitting the part, whether he has the capacity in him to live the part and to go through that journey. Not the following that he has and things like that, because they don't even need that. You know, they're big and huge enough to get the eyeballs to the project that they're making. But that kind of exists because, and that's understandable also, because when you look at it from a business perspective, from the commerce perspective, an actor, if he brings certain kind of a reach along with him, that only helps. But having said that, if that becomes the priority, that's when the problem happens. If that's a byproduct, if the actor has done so well in his life and he has gained so much of reach on social media because of that, and that icing on the cake is helping you in the project, that's understandable. But if that is becoming a requirement, that's a problem, you know. There's a difference between content creators and actors, and that difference should be seen.
Yeah,
But
but like,
I truly think that Aadil and I are the examples of the anomalies in this process, because both of us are not very active on Instagram,
Yeah.
but touch wood, both of us have been very active as actors.
Yeah.
And that itself just shows
Correct.
that it's not relevant everywhere.
but does it put you in a dilemma as an actor also? Because there is a Neeraj Pandey, but he will be one out of those 10 filmmakers who will actually focus on the crowd. But there are 9 rooms that you will go to who will also judge you on the basis of your following, how you are being portrayed in the social media, or maybe how you are being papped and how you are in the public persona. Somewhere, does that put you in a dilemma that, am I supposed to focus on my craft first, or am I supposed to focus on all these peripheries and kind of build an image of myself as per that? As an artist, does that ever put you in a conundrum?
I might sound a little snarky and pompous by saying this, but it's great luck that it's makers like Neeraj Pandey, because he's one of the best, who don't care.
Yeah.
So it matches. It matches with our wavelength. We don't care. He doesn't care. We work together.
Okay. Lastly, I want to ask you this: that do you feel like you have worked now with the 2 legends, bringing them together?
हम legends हो गए यार.
अरे ऐसा ये कब हुआ?
You two are legends.
Good morning.
But after having worked with them, do you think like bringing 2 superstars from a little older time is easier to get together than 2 stars in today's time?
I've not
As a
faced,
filmmaker.
I've not faced that opportunity yet. I'd love to bring 2 superstars from modern times together. For me, like I told you, it never felt like 2 superstars on set. I had all of my actors are superstars, actually. So I would love that opportunity. I've never had that opportunity. I would love something like that. But bringing together absolutely brings out a challenge, you know, to also interest them. Like I think my most interesting conversation was with Bumbada. When I was speaking to him, we were narrating the story, and Bumbada, before that, he just told me, see, I've done 300 films. There is nothing under the sun that I've not done yet. I'll have to be interested. So there lies your challenge to first bring out a character that is intriguing, interesting for them to play.
Correct.
You know, because if they are disinterested and they feel like I've played this 100 times before, how does it do justice for them to, you know, play them at all? I mean, same goes for Jeet as well. If you see his filmography, he's done so many cop roles. He's been the police quintessential. He's done great police characters. But therein lies the challenge, that how do you create a character that also interests him, to his fans and to us as well, that we watch it and we feel entertained. Yeah, this is something that we've never seen before. This is something that they've never done before. So I think that's...
You know, Jeet had pitched a cop universe to me 2 years ago. I was interviewing him for Manush, and he had told me that I want to make a cop universe, with a pan-India cop universe, which has Shah Rukh, which has Salman, which also has Prabhas, it also has Fahad Fasil. Like he wanted to bring the whole industry. And I told him, Abhi, ki, I think you manifested in a way that you have started this pan-India organization with Khakee, and then I hope
Godspeed, it might just happen.
Might happen.
I mean, Godspeed might just happen. I mean,
you should.
The idea sounds so cool.
I mean, I think the love is coming in.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of shocked, overwhelmed to see Jeet in this, because also I think now it's for India to see what Kolkata has to offer. It's just not regions anymore. I think the borders have now kind of blurred. You know. So I think great things are coming.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for bringing this team together, like who is so artistically proficient, but also like so pleasing to the eyes.
Yeah.
Like every one of them. Like look at those faces. How
And mine.
Thank you.
yeah. But you're not on camera. Thanks for Oops Up Kya. I love that show.
Thank
and
you.
I hope it gets sanctioned for another season. But let's see how it
Let's see.
happens. But thank you, all of you.
Thank you.
And it's been amazing talking to all of you. And lots and lots of love to all of you. And I hope it gets a sanction for another season, or like we see this team soon again in another show. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
That was so lovely.